Ahmed, we are live.
Hi.
What's up? Yeah.
So happy to be with you.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me. And I always I was thinking like at a point of time like to find two other friends and make like something, but it will be live video and audio because already there are some Instagram Athenians, Instagram users which are doing that, but like they are doing it in friendly way. But we do like late night show, Athens late night show, and pop up like just talking about what happened in the city in the morning, and like I was
So
having
like very, very current. Yeah.
so I'm happy that there is a podcast. Maybe like you say, you started in March. I just know it now, but yeah, it's good to know. I'm so happy. I believe like Athens deserve like wider. There's potential for a stronger media coverage and saying stories and perspective. Athens is very special. So thank you for what you are doing.
Yeah. And thank you for what you're doing, the Athens Lens profile. I mean, I think that you're doing an incredible job showing like events inside of Athens or just parts of Athens. Like you consistently post about the Mount Zion Baptist Church as well and like the remediation of that. So I just appreciate that you're kind of capturing and sharing the stories. It just seems like you're very involved with the community.
Thank you. I think like maybe I will start from the beginning. When I came to Athens 9th of January 2022.
Okay.
Like I was having this big question. I'm coming from Cairo, Egypt as an international student, and like I have another account on Instagram. Okay. I think you can find its link on Athens Lens. Like it's one of the 5 links on the top. It's my Cairo account. It's cool. Ahmed Hamed 20. This is my account. I was doing that in Cairo too. I was doing photo stories. I'm a photojournalist or multimedia journalist. I studied media, graduated 2008, and like just I wasn't thinking I will be a photographer, but like things happened. And I find that my biggest talent is to do photo stories, send them to places till I became like in 2012 I became the director, we need multimedia officer, or like I'm managing group of journalists in every city. Like in the Egypt is having 27 governorates, so like around this 27 governorates there was representative, a photojournalist, and I was in Cairo. I can stay in by like my position. I was able to just stay edit in the editing room, but I just asked the editor-in-chief, like, just can I do stories myself with managing this? I can't stay in an office, just I'm not doing stories. He told me yes, and then I became like, he told me, but this is extra work. But if you want to do it, do it. And like I look in another perspective, to it. Honestly, like if I go down to the street and talk to people and do stories myself, I would gain knowledge. I would enjoy my time more. It's will be very stressful, but like imagine like a city like Cairo, like something like New York and in the Middle East, like just it's a very high populated city, cultural events every day, social events, political events, and you are in that, giving you chances as a journalist and photographer to win a lot of prizes and to know a lot of people and to develop yourself and develop your talent. And this what happened like and then the big question happened when I came here to Athens, like that, okay, if I made an Instagram account about this small city which I'm going to, will I be able to do the same? Like I was sad, like leaving home. I was sad that I'm leaving, and I'm leaving all this rich community like Cairo. Like I'm leaving this richness, and like just I'm coming to a small tiny city.
How much did you know about Athens before you came? Because like you explained how you didn't really pick Athens.
This is funny thing. Like just I wrote on Google Athens, Ohio, and like just I found the typical thing about the university, the like just small town, and some international students complaining about the weather. And then I called a friend like which was studying here. By coincidence, there was a friend like also got like masters here, and like just. I called this friend, and then this friend told me like all the like I think they were in also other thing like the international students and students in general have two things like any place like people go in love like deeply with Athens or like just consider it a place to study and second day after graduation we need to run away.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe this friend was from the other club, like just they want to run away after getting their degree, which is fine. Like, but everything, and also I think when I called this friend, it was COVID period. Like, there's just also so imagine like just small town with COVID, so it was complex of things. So in general, I got an hour of negative image. How
did that make you feel, knowing that you were? Had you already decided to come when you were like kind of just learning about it? Like, did you already know you were coming for sure? Or was it like...
I was still in the process to get the visa.
Okay.
I was still in the process. But like just also like I can decide to move on and like to not come. But like just I honestly like this conflict like I was between like coming or going, like staying in my comfort zone. And like I will tell you like how I took the decision, like just but like at the end like just I searched in Arabic. I said maybe something also like let's search by the name of this city, Athens, Ohio, in Arabic, and then like just I found one news story about the most the scariest 10 places in the world, and Athens, Ohio is one because of the ridges. And there was ridges, and someone disappeared, and it's ghosted city, and and all this written in Arabic with other 10 cities around the world. I don't know, something in Hungary and something here and something there, having ghosts and having things. I read this Arabic. I said, this is what I need. I will go. Let's jump there. But honestly, like the decision was taken because like I felt like at that time I think I'm 38 years now, like now I was 34, 35. I said, okay, this is I have a proper job with health insurance, full health insurance. And like just I was like, mid-career and I said, okay, this is a moment of time. I'm now hesitating about jumping from this because it's comfort zone, like where like full-time job, somehow stable, like just I am a person like just to be adventurous and find new stories and do new things. So if I didn't jump now out of the comfort zone, I will never jump. I'll stay stuck in my comfort zone forever. So I decided to jump from this comfort zone, and it's not easy always to jump from. And sure, like just when you come and things like till now, like it's challenging, but like I'm happy with the challenge. But like, oh, what did I do to myself? Like just I was having assistants helping me in my job. I was mid-career. Maybe I'll be like a CEO or a boss soon. Like just why to come to do masters and like
it almost feels like you're throwing it all away, almost like to take a new opportunity, and like that could be like, why would I leave all like I've got it made here?
But the important thing I'm saying to myself, and maybe someone listening to us one day, like don't judge the experience like just. It's not easy, but like just like now, if you ask me, it's totally different. Maybe the friend which I asked and give me a lot of negative vibes and feelings and experiences. Maybe if I call them now, I will get different thing. No, it was fruitful. It was amazing. It was nice. Because also like your judgment about like your experience is related to what you will find after and what was before. So maybe if I was, for example, unemployed and like I was desperate and I came here, I would be like anything is better than nothing. But no, I was having a startup like its name is found in the Street Museum. It's a long story, but like just I had a startup, and beside that, I was have a job in an amazing place. It was Charity Animals Hospital in Cairo, historical Charity Animals Hospital built in 1930s, and I was the media officer of this hospital. It was specialized in equine animals. I was so happy with the job, and it was giving me space to still work in my startup.
Yeah.
I was appearing in the TV. I was doing photo exhibitions in cultural centers. Everything was okay.
Yeah. Busy guy.
But also I was dreaming to travel and to do masters, but it comes in this time. Not in maybe before that. Like for some years, I was like the newspaper, which I was in the news website where I was working, which I told you about, closed in March 2017 because lack of funding. Maybe if Athens came at this point, I would be okay. Like just my job, I don't have a job anymore, and like just I'm searching for a job, and this opportunity came to me. But what happened that I worked in this charity. I worked in another job also. I worked in Egypt for 3 years with a nonprofit named like Multicultural Council, Egyptian Multicultural Council for Refugees. So it was work. It's interesting thing. Like when I'm talking here about like refugees and immigrants, I was saying the same in Egypt. I was doing the same. Like just we were supporting refugees coming to Egypt from around the world, from everywhere, from other countries, and also some voices like these refugees are taking from the resources, and like the mentality, the human mentality is having similarities and differences, but like there are sadly bad things which are similar everywhere. Like just I was trying to say no, look to the positive side of having refugees, and like just a lot of cultures coming to our country. We are enjoying having this diversity, and today we are supporting these refugees. Maybe tomorrow we will be refugees. No human in the world can be sure that will not be refugee for any reason, for political reason, for war, for climate change, for the reasons to be a refugee are like zillions, millions, infinite. So like we don't know. Like maybe our son, maybe not this generation, maybe the other generation. And it happened like just like that. Some countries was good with refugees, and then they became refugees in the countries where like and this helped to that the other country which was refugee in this it's always good to look in a different creative way to the immigrants and refugees. And again, like this, when I'm saying this, not because I am immigrant here, I was saying this in my own country too, and I'm saying this everywhere I go to. So I'm just, this is my life. It's chaotic. I did a lot of things, but like I arrived to Athens 9th of January 2022, and one of just I was walking in the streets to discover like my relation. How will my relation look like in Athens? And I came here to do Masters in Communication and Development Studies at Center for International Studies at OU, which is really amazing program. Good to say. Like I think it's good for international students and domestic students. It will give the Center for International Students is very rich place at OU with like when you enter, you feel like you enter to small United Nations.
Okay.
Like just
that's good.
It's like just people from Africa, people from Latin America, people from Asia, people from Europe, people from everywhere in the world, and like there is Latin American Studies, European Studies program, African Studies program, and there are International Development program and Communication and Development Studies program. And a lot of international students are in this place. And like, I learned a lot, not honestly, coming here, let me learn a lot, not only about United States, let me learn a lot about other countries, Ghana.
Through the Multicultural Center, you say? Like through the international students?
So through OU in general, and because yeah, like you're sitting in the course with next to you a person from Peru, from Japan, from from many like from a lot of countries in the world, from Afghanistan, from Ghana, a lot of them, and you became friend with them.
How did you go about like kind of making like because you just from Egypt to Athens, man? Like you show up, like did you know anybody in town? Like how are you building a network? Was it kind of through your classes and the master's program?
No, let's do like what I discovered, like just that Athens is having like even it's very small, like it's having bubbles.
Yeah, it does.
So like just there is the towny part of Athens,
Yeah.
and there is the university part, and the university, and these bubbles are having bubbles inside them. Like just the
Yeah.
university bubble is having the international student bubble and the domestic student bubble, and also there's another bubble with grad students and undergrad students, because it's a big gap, like just age gap. The age gap is like not small, like. So I worked again because I'm coming from a very towny perspective, and I want to be in a town because I live in a town. I live in Cairo, which is the people are very social and very you can talk with anyone, like sitting in the street, like telling him the history of your life.
Yeah, and that's like normal.
And he can tell you the history of her. And maybe you became friends forever, and maybe this ends at that point, like just, you know. But that's fine. And I think the people here in this area, I don't know if all United States are like that.
It's not.
But
It's not.
I believe the good thing. By the way, like just when I say, like, I tell my family in Egypt, like, I'm in a rural area, and like, I'm okay, like just not the. And then like they think for a moment that I'm thinking I'm talking in a negative way, and I don't know. It's good that I'm in rural America. I don't know how it would be if I'm in a city. Like I think at least it's good as a start, and also I saw a part. I feel like I'm also saying something. When I was kid, there was a cartoon in the TV, like it's Woody Woodpecker. So I said, this is the United States of Woody Woodpecker, not of the Ninja Turtles or or this comic New York skyscrapers and stuff. No. This is the Woody Woodpecker, which there was like, yeah. So in general, like just I started like finding, okay, like just when you sit in a place, this is for younger people. This is not for the... And I felt like also closer to the towny people because most of the places which you can go to and it's for the towny people, I can sit too because of my age, so also honestly, like I arrived 9th of January. I think there is a photo I shared with you. Is the photo I took from the windows of Mount Zion. I think it's this one, yeah? So we can... I will tell you the solution for this. I will send you the link of my virtual exhibition about Mount Zion.
Yeah.
We can put the link in the
description.
With the description, yeah. So, yeah, I just was walking. This photo was taken in I think, end of January. I was just discovering the city. I climbed the stairs of Mount Zion. I wanted to check if this church is open or not. I didn't know that it was closed for more than 20 years. And then through the window, I saw like, wow, this is amazing, beautiful place. I will do my best to try to enter it, to take photos inside. But what I can do now, I can take photos through the windows. So I took a photo through the window. And then I put this photo in one of the groups of the social media groups. And then I found interaction, and people are telling stories and memories and da. And then Dr. T, which became later part of the committee, one of my mentors in Athens and one of my mentors in life, and she is member in the committee of my master's thesis, capstone project. She wrote a comment I'm a member in this Mount Zion Baptist Church Preservation Society how did you enter to the church? I didn't enter to the church. I thought in general, like just I know from the comments and the interaction,
There was interest there.
the story of the church, and I would like as a photographer, because I did the same in Egypt. Like I tried to help with many endangered heritage sites with my photography to help to protect these places. So I wanted to do the same also what I did in Egypt here.
That's beautiful, man.
So thank you. So I told her like just if you need a photographer, I can do it for free. I think this building is amazing. What will happen to this building as you are working on the Preservation Society? And I think Mount Zion and like Mount Zion, it's a church built 1905, but the congregation was from 1870 something. And it take me like to the deep story of this town, and like just I know from there I know story about Hotel Berry and Edward Berry, the black entrepreneur, when there's discrimination and how hard it was. Like Albany Academy, the only place where black people can learn. The Underground Railroad, what is the Underground Railroad, and like what does that mean, and like that it was passing by Athens. And I think the big lesson I get from this, like just don't look to small cities as a person coming from a big city, small city as a journalist, even from a journalistic perspective, that like just looking like that it's a small city. It's not like New York. It's not like Cairo. It's not like I don't know where. I will not have a lot of stories here. That's not true. There are humans living now, struggling with things. There is history too, like which see when this city was established, and the long history, like the layers of history we are standing on in Athens. You see, like there are indigenous people was living here. This is a layer we can talk about, can take all our life. And then the struggle of the people established the city, the struggle of the people established the university, the community.
Where did you learn all of this?
I think like just from I think I was lucky to be like living in Cairo, and I want to say something like in Egypt. I consider one of the people, like part of my teachers, which taught me like how to look to the city and how to be amazed about things, are the tourists. Like we're lucky that we have tourists coming from everywhere in the world. And if you like just look at the eyes of the tourists, like when they are discovering things, I always say like just I came to Athens maybe with the same fresh eye the tourists come to Cairo.
That makes sense.
And like to take a good photo in Egypt, like just I was like going to historical and maybe medieval Cairo or any historical area, and like just I follow tourists and I look at their eye, and like because I know like this tourist is coming with a fresh eye. I'm passing in this street maybe 10 times.
Yeah, the more you look, the less you see. Yeah,
like I passed in this some streets in downtown. My work is usually near downtown Cairo. I live in a neighborhood like 3 stops from downtown Cairo. But just I see a tourist. Wow, looking at a building. This is a normal building I'm passing by every day. Yeah. But just we like photographers need to have this feeling of the tourist, which is, if we can keep it, and this is the thing, like try to keep it even with your own city, like just going to Athens, like don't say, yeah, like it's a normal building. No, it's not a normal building. It's just normal for you because you are living in Athens. Yeah. Athens is boring because maybe I'm living in Athens since I was like born, and like just Athens is boring. But Athens is not boring. Athens is very interesting, having very different layers and can be, and having a huge potential too. Like I think for the future, I believe this city is having a very strong potential for the future.
Yeah.
With its amazing and this is what makes me sad. Part of my research and part of my work is to work on historical building and with other amazing I'm not doing this, like there is also, I consider him one of my mentors, even he never taught me, but like we do meetings and he helped me in my research. Professor Tom O'Grady, he was the director of the Southeast Ohio History Center. He's an amazing person. There is even from the community, just a member of the community, Mr. Tim Traxler. He is just writing articles when an old historical building is knocked down. Many people are, I'm sure, all the group in Mount Zion. We're talking about Mount Zion, and not only Mount Zion, the ridges too, the ridges and the buildings and the ridges, which is also. But imagine, I came here now from January 2022, but I saw a lot of buildings. Not like I saw Scott Quad. The university decided to demolish it because I saw the West Elementary, I think, school.
Yeah,
it's near from the place we're recording now.
Yeah,
I saw it I saw it when they was demolishing it, and I took photos in Athens lands. It's having a theater which is very beautiful. I don't know, just the demolition and what they are doing now with the place. Maybe they are having a plan, I don't know.
Yeah.
Scott Quad also. Imagine when I published the photos about Scott Quad, someone said, this was dorms when Paul Newman was studying in Ohio.
They're it's old, yeah.
Personally, as a someone international student, I didn't know who was Paul Newman.
Oh, actually, don't either. I'm domestic. I don't know who Paul Newman is.
So Paul Newman was the actor and Oscar winner, and then he's having a story in the. But also Scott Quad, if someone film it on YouTube with a drone, I don't know who is this person. It's very unique. We don't have a building like that now. And just the whole thing was saying it needs a lot of money because it's having mold in its basement.
Yeah.
And I want to say if we will demolish every building having mold in its building, so then in the basement, then we will lose a lot of historical heritage sites.
That's a good point, yeah.
Sure, there are solutions. Maybe it needs money. Maybe it needs effort. But how I think because this happens in Egypt, this happens everywhere that historical buildings are being demolished.
This is what you mean when you said earlier. There's similar things everywhere in the world, and there are different things.
Yeah. Sadly, because simply they will think about it like that. They will think about it to renovate it, because renovating historical building is not something it's not like renewing a modern building. It's not repair. You need to use the same material. You need to bring professionals to do this work, and these professionals are not that much, so the rates are high. And it needs, we see this with Mount Zion now. I didn't complete the story what happened with Mount Zion, but after I finish this point, so they will look at it okay, this building will cost us, if we renovate it and keep its historic value, it will cost us $10 million. If we knock it down, it will cost us $1 million. So they will choose the $1 million, and then we can sell the land or use the land as a parking lot or anything, which is not costing that much because we will not build something on it. So okay.
Why do you think that happens? Do you think it's because it's you pointed out earlier, people that are around are just I walk past that every day, it's not special. Why you think it's just losing our connection to it? Because it's just crazy that somebody that just came to Athens in 2022 is how could you be destroying this? Why do you think that we don't care about the historic? Is it just is it too much?
It's different from this question you ask is different from place to another.
Yeah.
But the reason why historical places are demolished in Egypt is different than why the historical places are demolished in Athens.
Here you think it's money.
But both, part of it is money everywhere, but also I think it shows I'll talk political. It shows like problem in administration and democracy, because like just also the nature of Athens is student town. The towny people are not having. This is what I feel. I'm not part of it. I'm outside. I'm not part of it. But like just the towny people are not having the biggest voice in the determination of the design of the city. The university is having a big say
because it owns everything.
The university is having a big say in what to be done. And then when the university is having a big say, the university administration is focusing on many things. Maybe the heritage and the history of the town. I don't know what is it in the priority.
And honestly, to be fair, to give them grace is like we don't know all the decisions and things that they're juggling. Like, I mean, that makes sense.
They did good things. Like what I know from other group, like working in also interested in heritage in Athens. The university did good job with some stuff and did like bad in some stuff. Like did good job till now. Like I'm trying because it needs a lot of money with the ridges. At the end,
which they have put a lot of money into that. Like they moved like the police department up there. The OU police department is up there now. And like, is it true that they were going to make some dorms up in the ridges? I heard that might be.
I don't know the details of the plan, but at least they are trying.
Not just knocking it down. I think the only one they knocked down was the TB ward, and that one was like kind of a hazard to the community. I remember that one. Like that was like probably the most like, I don't know, famous haunted one was like the TB ward, and I just remember like endless stories of kids in high school like, oh, we broke into the TB, you know, like, but
this wasn't the Ridges.
Because like the Ridges is kind of a complex, right? There was like this, it was called the TB ward, the tuberculosis ward, I think is what it was called, and they demolished that, and I remember just, I can't remember how long ago, I remember it being like a point of contention, whereas like, you know, my parents were talking to their friends about, you know, like, so that was interesting, but I think, I think that maybe one other Ridges building, most of it though, I think is still there.
So in general, like many, like I know a lot of activists and people from the town which are attached to I'm now attached to Athens, like, but maybe if I'm a student who's just dealing with Athens as like just a place to
a means to an end,
to study just my research. I'm related to this place because I'm doing my research here, and then I will leave. But it happened to be it is my research, not I'm doing my research here. Athens was my research, and like I'm now leaving here. As many people also, I'm not sure, like, you know, there is a saying for Egyptian writer, he won Nobel Prize in literature, he say, home is the place where all your attempts to escape fail. So I'm not sure now. I'm not sure now if all my attempts, like I'm trying to escape from Athens. Sure, Athens will be big part of my life now already I'm like.
But you're interested in like moving somewhere else in America? I'm
searching for a job now. You know, like but I'm not sure. I'm searching for the next step. I'm in a moment looking forward to what to do next. Maybe what to do next will be in Athens. Then I will be in Athens, and I will be happy with that. But also, like, the same thing with the comfort zone. Maybe, like, Athens started to be a new comfort zone, and I need to jump out of it. But, well, at the end, I'm happy with the work I did here. To complete what happened with Mount Zion, it had after I graduate, I had an internship with Mount Zion. I worked there for a year and a half after my graduation.
How long was your master's program? So you got here in
2 years, and then the internship. But even before my graduation, before my graduation, I was in contact with because I was doing my research about Mount Zion, and I did this photo exhibition. The photo exhibition took place virtually and in Athens Public Library. And thanks to them, they was very helpful. I decided to do it 2 weeks in every branch. So it started in Nelsonville, then in Athens, and then we jumped in the 6 or 7 branches of Athens Public Library. to take feedback. And like I felt like I want to expand, like just I was having, when you do researchers, I think Mount Zion deserves to be known internationally. At least to start with Athens County, not only Athens City, like just. But yeah, I believe Mount Zion is an amazing place. And what happened that during this internship, I know that they used the photos. I'm sure the amazing team in Mount Zion wrote a proposal, and Mount Zion got a grant with more than $7 million. If you pass by Mount Zion now, you'll find they're working there.
Yeah, and there's posts all over social media about it, continually about the renovations.
I hope so. By next Juneteenth, there will be something to enter to.
Wow.
There will be, maybe it will take more, depend on the luck and work, but like hopefully by next Juneteenth, we'll have Mount Zion Black Culture Center, what I like that I hope just to be one sentence in the history of this amazing place. Like just if I'm one sentence with the effort I did, I will be so happy like I did something in my life. Like just because I want also students coming from all over the world, like just to pass by Mount Zion. I imagine other people, like maybe, hopefully, after 100 years or something, stopping in front of Mount Zion and entering to Mount Zion, maybe see some of my photos and have a deeper relation with Mount. Like, I'm proud to be part of the effort that this place will hopefully stay longer.
Yeah.
For the next generation. They will know the story of the struggle of the Black American and the White American, which helped in the Underground Railroad, and the international students which come to this city like me and struggle to do a lot of good things. Like something interesting, like the only student in the alumni of this university who get Nobel Prize is international student.
Oh, really?
We have so he completed his research in another university, but he took his PhD from OU. Okay. Said I published about him also in the and his photo is like just in Walter Rotunda Hall, like just you need to go up the stairs. I was attending event and then I found the photo in a hidden place saying the Nobel Prize. I think he took it in chemistry, most probably, or biology, because he's most probably biology because his research is about aging. He's from India, so yeah, I saw interviews for him. He's an amazing person, and like just why I'm not like just like again going back to the bubbles like. The bubbles is international students, domestic students, undergrads, grads, and townie people. And sadly, like, we are all living in one city, and we don't know that much about each other.
Yeah.
Athens Lens was a trial to break these bubbles. I try to do, like, as you see, like, I try to be involved with non-profit organizations in Athens.
Yeah.
I try to be involved in the street, walking in the street, seeing something, watching something, helping with something with the photos, or outside the photos. I also volunteer in a lot of places in the town.
That's awesome.
Yeah. One of the things, like, I volunteer to do the media during the service in Central Avenue Methodist Church.
Which is also just right over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to tell it. I will tell it. It's a nice story. I need it to be recorded. I just, because when I came here, I go to also to know the community. One of the amazing things I started to go to, and I take photos to it once, but I go to the Monday lunch. Every Monday at 12, the Methodist Church in Uptown, they're having free lunch for everyone. I think the food is good, but there's something which is more amazing about this gathering. You meet, like, it's opportunity for you to meet these people from all these bubbles. Like, you will meet the professors coming to eat, people from the city council come to eat in this lunch, students, international students, domestic students,
That's awesome.
people from artists from Passion Works, everyone is. This is the real city council. If you want to know Athens, go to the open, free community lunch in the Methodist Church.
Yeah, Central Avenue.
Not Central Avenue.
Oh,
it's the United Methodist Church Uptown. United
Okay.
Methodist Church Uptown.
Is that the one that's over by like the police station, like the parking garage?
Yeah, near the parking garage.
Yeah,
Near the
yeah.
parking garage.
Perfect.
So yeah, this is for me the real popular representation city hall of Athens is this. So when I came, part of the things, I was a little bit tired, like just about saying my name is Ahmed, and then the problem is that the H in Arabic is pronounced differently than the H in English. So I will say, and then because the people are nice, they want to pronounce my name in the right way. I don't care, to be honest. Like personally, I'm flexible. I'm flexible because I understand. Like if the phonetic box of a human, and I was trying to learn German, and I know from this also that as a person speaking English and Arabic, some voices in German, it takes a long time training to get it because it
takes long times in English too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like I understand that, and I'm fine with people saying my name Ahmed, Ahmed. They will silence the H because they will get it to the closest. You get it to the closest sound, which is close, which is kha, which is not the accurate sound. It's like I saw a video.
Correct it again. I think I did that. I did that. I did that. So explain it to me. The correct pronunciation?
The correct pronunciation. I saw a video on YouTube. It's like when you open a can of Coke, pop, like just this sound. Ahmed.
Ahmed.
Exactly, Ahmed. So I said, okay, like just I will find a closer name like to my name, which is English and is common between English and Arabic, and like just I will make it my easily to pronounce American name. Okay. And then I said it will be Adam. Okay. Some people in the town till now, like two good people in the town still call me Adam from this period of time.
Cool.
Just I'm happy with them. Like just, and then I was eating with someone like she's an old lady who was like doing like I think after retirement she decided to do some studies at OU to spend nice time and something, and she was around the town. And then I don't know, her name was Patricia. So she was. We became friends, and then she told me, "What's your name?" I told her my name is Adam. She told me, "No, this is not your name." I told her, these old people which are having this kind of wisdom and like just paranormal things.
Yeah.
So no, this is not your name. You have another name. I told her, to be honest, yes. But the problem, it's hard to pronounce. Like, just it's not easy to pronounce. And I'm fine with people pronounce it, but we are spending time, like, just like I'm saying, like, just my name is Ahmed, and like, just they can't pronounce it, and they say, no, we want to pronounce it correctly. And then I started to make a QR code with a video how to pronounce the name Ahmed. She told me, she was very angry, and she just tell me, like, see, if you are in this country, we want to tell many people that there are different names for different people, and this diversity, and but in an angry way. I'm saying it in a decent way. She was very angry with me. Yeah. And then, like, just
angry with you, but like from a place of love, you mean?
I will tell you how I got it, because like just like at the first moment she said that I was a little bit angry with her because inside me because I felt like it's a very personal thing what if I want to change my name? Let's change my name. It's my name. I have the
Yeah,
right
yeah.
to do whatever. It's very personal. If you want to name yourself, the people call you Banana. Like, just they need to respect that. Like, I want to call me Banana, please. Like, just fine. But like, I know her intention. Like,
Yeah.
later on when I reached home, like, just I thought about it, and like, just and she told me, please. She told me, please. Spend these 5 minutes. Spend these 5 minutes telling people how to pronounce your name. Do the effort. It's better for all of us. Okay. I didn't take her seriously. Like, just but I was thinking about it, and I started. And honestly, it was hard to be with two names, and I was also doubting inside myself about it. And then, like, just what happened? Like, we was meeting in other places around the town too, like events like that. But like, I just and I saw her once. I was doing something also to discover the community and take photos. I was going to visit churches, like, just to know about the culture and the community when I came. And I know that her, like, she is attending the church in Central Methodist Church. So, like, a couple of months after that, I was in the Monday lunch, and someone tell me, do you know, she passed away. I was very sad, and like, I was very sad, like, that she passed away. And like, just I remember that her church was the central. Like, I didn't want to visit the Central Avenue again. I didn't want to visit the Central Avenue. I was planning as a tourist, from a mentality of a tourist, to visit every church in the town one time, to see if there's something interesting in this church to take photo of. So, but in this time when I went to the Central Avenue Methodist Church, I saw Patricia. And then I know that Patricia is a member in the church. And then I decided to go to the church to check if she is having friends in the church to give condolences, or family member or anything to give condolences, and to inform them that she was a very nice person and I remember her. And then when I went to the church, I felt like, just like, I attended the service, and during the service they said in the Central Avenue, the people maybe in Central Avenue don't know that, but I found the pastor, Paul, said that we need person to volunteer to take care of the media of the church. I'm not a member of the church, but I can do the media, and like, and I would think I might learn something new. And then I just applied. They had a QR code, you can apply. I applied, and then they told me, okay, just we give you training to see and then like, just I felt like I'm doing this for this nice lady, which I know her for a very short time, and then she passed away, and now I'm volunteering to do the service in Central Avenue Church, around for 2 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm doing not every Sunday, but like, they have a schedule, and like, I try to help with that. Other thing I discovered, you see how the story is taking you to other stories when you open up yourself to a city. Like, once I was in the church, in the Central Avenue Church here, and then someone, I think his name is Richard, he told me, do you know that the design of Central Avenue Church is the same design of Mount Zion? And when I look outside, yes, it is and they were built in the almost same period of time. There are two sister churches, because it said that like there was sort of relation. I wasn't able to reach through my research how this happened, but like, a church donated to the other the blueprint. A church donated to the other church the blueprint of the church to save money in the blueprint. And now we have like Central Avenue Church. It's this. If you look at it, it's almost the same design of the Mount Zion. The difference that Central Avenue Methodist Church is still working, you find, if you want to see the stained glass, which is now being renovated, is moved to be renovated in Mount Zion in a good shape. Like, just you can find it in in the Central
Yeah, I didn't
Avenue
realize
Methodist Church.
That's cool.
Not a lot of people know that, but we have two twin church in Athens, Central Avenue and Mount Zion. So Mount Zion is having a twin church, and I wouldn't discover that without like just volunteering in to do the media in Central Avenue Church, and thanks to Patricia, like just because and after that, after she passed away, I said, okay, I will stick to what she said. Like just she told me not to tell anyone that you are Adam, that my name is Adam, but I'll tell you something. This is part of the struggle also. Like, sadly, a lot of people change their name to find jobs because it's tested and tried many times that a lot of people use their names, their African names or Arabic names or Middle Eastern names, and they don't get jobs. And when they change their names to
Adam.
To Adam, to Adam, they get job. Like there is I share with I saw it like many and many famous people. Like just there is a journalist in CNN. Her name is Hala Gourani. She is Halaba, like her father is Syrian, but she was born in United States. So her father is Syrian, but she's born in United States. And her father struggled even they are living here to teach her Arabic. And she's having a famous video on, you can find it on YouTube, I can share it with you, that she stayed a year after graduating from a very nice university, not finding a job. And she was sitting in a place with a friend and then told her, can you show me your resume? And then she said, okay, just change your name and change that you say with the language, I just can't speak English. Remove the Arabic. Don't say that you're speaking Arabic.
That
a lot of people
so
do
bad, man.
But for me, like just I can't do like her because simply like I'm a journalist. Most of my experience is published work in WOUB when I got an internship here in WOUB. Published work. I was working, by the way, in Egypt, like in news website affiliated with the Thomson Reuters Foundation, like the famous Reuters news agency. It was in Arabic and the English. You can find my work in Egypt too. Like, okay, if I'm applying to a job, like all this, I have like around 12, 15 years of experience. I can't remove it to apply to, like I can't do that.
Because if you don't mind me pressing on that a little bit, you said like at your first reaction when she kind of like challenged you on that, like not using the name Adam and using the name Ahmed. Did I do better?
Ahmed, okay.
Ahmed, better?
Yes.
Okay. Like when did you come around to the idea? Like was there like some point of clarification of like this is why I mean like maybe you're getting at it with like all your work is published, but like what made you comfortable with it again, like going back into the conversations of trying to pronounce your name to people over and over, like just kind of like I did right now. But like I mean, do you still have times when it makes you uncomfortable, or do you feel a lot better now just using your name?
No, but I respect the perspective which she told me about like, yes, it is not easy, it is hard, you need to do the effort, but it is better for all of us on the long run to do this effort.
To like acknowledge you, you know, like, because that's I think what I meant when I said like she was like combative, but from a place of love. Like when you said that your name was Adam to her, like she knew it wasn't, and you know, and for her to just like immediately Snapchat, like that's a, you know, not everybody has people like that in their life, especially not from a stranger, and so that's just such a beautiful thing to experience, and that was just I love that story so much.
Yeah, I love it too. Like, Athens is having a lot of this. Like, also, like, some people are just like this, coming like in their office, in the university, in the classroom. That's like, I'm having this. Like, I like anthropology. I like to not for also more simple than saying I like anthropology. I like to talk with people, like just and open up to, like, you see, like just you sit in a community lunch, and like just I met Patricia, and the word she opened it for me, and then even she left, like maybe she passed away like now 2 years or a year and a half, but like just for me she opened a huge word for me, and that's what the people give you, like just when you have this courage to talk to a person you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it will not work. Sometimes it's the like my name is I don't know. We can use this in it, like chemistry between the two people, like the harmony doesn't go well. But like sometimes, yeah, sometimes it will be like okay, I can complete talking with this person. But like also with a lot of people, maybe they will be like friends for a long time, or even you will have a nice chat with them which will stay in your memory forever. Like maybe physically you will not be friends, but like they will be friends in your mind because they will not go out of your mind.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so that's how this is what yeah, and Athens is a space having a lot of that. I think yeah, I hope to have a different perspective about the try to change the stereotype about Athens that it's just a college town.
Yeah.
It's a small place. It's all these stereotypes for me. Like I think it need to be challenged, and it need to be, and also we need to be okay with the challenges we have. Like you helped me to come here. Athens is not accessible city, and many places are not accessible for people without cars.
Yeah.
It needs a lot of work with the transportation. Even learning to drive is not easy. And thanks to my friend who is helping me now to drive, Calvin. Thank you, Calvin. And like just, but, but like, and yeah, but there is no like the driving school is in Hawking College, like which is in Nelsonville, and there is a school here in Athens which is for juveniles and like just
the AAA thing, like
AAA exactly, and like it's also like booked for 3. By the way, there's a business opportunity. Like just anyone want to open a driving school, I think you'll have a lot of like if you just the price of AAA is high, so if you get like a little bit lower, you can do it's a good job.
Nice.
Like just it's like and there is need in the town for that, and sadly like there is need to develop the public transportation system.
Yeah.
Also, Athens, one of the challenging things, some spots, this is, if someone will listen to us, international student coming to the city, there are spots in the town which is easy to bike from the campus and to the campus. There is a bike route or bike path, but also like the city is having hills and mountain hilly and like so for example the place where I live now is in a high place, like just it's not easy to bike down and it's impossible to bike up the hill. It's impossible to bike up the hill. So this is some of the challenges that what like to see all the photos, what I want to say and thank really all the followers and all the support I come and some people, like sometimes someone driving and like just stop the car and put the window down, roll the window down, and say, "Hi, Athens Lens." I don't know this person.
That's
and
awesome,
this person. Sure, I feel so happy. Yeah. Thanks for all the like. I feel like so happy when this happens. But this to happen, it needs a lot of effort from my side, not only on the artistic level or photography level, but on the walking level. Like just I walk approximately like just around like 20,000 steps a day. I don't know how much in miles is that. And it's not only that, like in severe cold weather, in hot, humid weather, and in and up to the hill. Up to the hill. So, and the bus, for example, going to this place, like my house, like just the last bus is at 6 p.m. So, okay, what if an event is starting in town or staying in town after 6 p.m.? The only option, if you don't have friend to help you, to give you a ride, and will not always be available, you will need to walk. So I think, I don't know what is the clear solution for that, but I think we as Athens community, as Athenians, we need to sit and talk about how to make the life of, and the people which are not having cars are many. Part of them are people like me, international students coming from places where like I am living in a town. I was thinking about like, for the sake of the environment and for the sake of everything, and I want to be modest and I want to not drive a car. I had a driving license before, but like just I never used it, so I forgot everything. I took a driving course. I passed the driving test before. I have another driving test. Like, yeah, I hope I pass it. But like, just this will be my first driving test here. But like, just
Good luck, man.
thank you. But like, yeah, I think the accessibility of the town and the accessibility on other level. You found story also about wheelchairs. Sadly, Athens in many parts is not accessible for many places are not accessible for wheelchairs, and this need to be thought about, and like how we as a community like just make the town more accessible for people using wheelchairs.
What are some suggestions that you have for the city to make it more accessible? Is it adding bus routes? Is it like running the buses later? Like
Yeah, all this, like just run the have the buses going to more places, and to have a late bus service. Maybe to have like maybe I don't know, like maybe affordable more electric car service or something. There are if you want creativity, there there are tricycles in India used in small towns and villages like this. Its name is tuk tuk. I was thinking if we have something like that,
like just free range, you mean, like free to the public? Like if there's one outside,
not you pay a small fee to use it.
So like a lift scooter or something. Yeah.
But there is a driver going there, like is there. But like just if we can find something like that, which can take like 3 people or something, that will be something maybe to put in to think about. Like just it need to be a little bit like cheaper if compared to Uber or Lyft,
which got really expensive really fast.
Exactly. Uber, any like I needed to go to the urgent care. Like just this is the time I used Uber, and like just it took like just from my home to urgent care is like I don't know, like it will be 20 minutes walking. It took $10. So the same like. Going, I needed to buy medicine, so I go to Walmart. Like from the urgent care to Walmart, it took $12 and like that, which is good that it is there, because sadly also like sometimes you request a car through this services and there is no car around. There is no car around, so it's not always available. But good that this day when I was having when the pollen attacks. I was having allergy because of pollen, so yeah.
That makes the walks a little harder.
That make it a little more harder. Yeah. But yeah, so these are challenges. Like hopefully Athens. But I know that like now is better than before. Yeah. Like I know that this bus service, like the Athens Public Transit, wasn't always there.
I think they also just made it free this summer too. Yeah. I don't know if it's all summer or if it's like just in perpetuity, but
they got the funding for a year. A year.
Okay, so for a year. Yeah.
It's free for the students, but now it's free for the community, which is very important, because also the community is having a lot of people which need support, and with support they hopefully can flourish and get better and get more sustainable, stable life with this support. So yeah, this is what I hope for Athens. If I stayed here or I left Athens, I hope, and I'm sure Athens hopefully will be better because it's having amazing community, and I hope we work on like finding bridges between these bubbles. Maybe if we became connected as a community, as a smaller Athens community, we can try to give a model to the bigger community also to be connected. And this is why what I tried a little bit through Athens lens to do, like just not to just say I came here, I studied here, and then I went to a bigger city.
It's beautiful. Like you continually are depicting to me being a part of something that's greater than yourself. You know, like that's what I'm getting from the Mount Zion thing. It's like you are a part of something that is larger than you, which is what a community is, and that's really awesome. How can the community kind of support the efforts of the Mount Zion Baptist Church, or even support the Athens Lens? Is it learning more? Like how can the community support what you're doing? And what you're a part of?
Many things. Mount Zion now will be a cultural center. Mount Zion is a non-profit. You can through many ways like just donate to Mount Zion. Also, not only that, like as an Athenian, we need to know the history of
learn about it
to learn about Athens and to learn about the how this community developed. Like when you see like just I'm always like just having something interesting when I pass through these buildings, the armory and the Masonic Lodge, and then the Mount Zion Baptist Church. I'm imagining like just when these places were built, like they were together like many years ago, how like these three communities are neighbors, very close to each other, and the people which are entering to this building, how was the relation between them? Like just someone I attended in the Athens Public Library, an interesting researcher was doing amazing work about the armory. And so I'm like, just as I'm a researcher and I'm doing research about Mount Zion, I'm just curious about like just they tell me nothing. Like just imagine like two buildings next to each other, humans entering to this building and humans entering to this building and humans coming out. There is Christmas passing by. There is Easter. There is, I don't know, whatever events passing by. And like this, he told me from what I feel and know and what we have. Maybe there's something, but we don't know. Yeah. But like it was, then the connection was not that strong. Or maybe there is a researcher who will come later on and discover something showing that there was sort of connection. But what we have between our hands, that there was no connection.
That's wild.
There was no connection. And sadly, to be said, the same is still happening. Yeah. The same is still happening. Yeah. So I think...
What is that, though? Is that just like tribalism, like ingrained into it? Like what? Because do you think people are like advertently ignoring those other things? I think they're just caught up in their own stuff, you know?
I think it's the political system, like like why we are a little bit better now. Like sure, it's not like how it was, I think, before. We are a little bit better now. Maybe we are a little bit better now because there are more awareness. Like I read a lot about human rights and equality. From where I came, and as I told you, I was working with refugee rights, even in Egypt. Like just okay, like, and it's the same happened here. So we are slightly in a better political situation, and this is what makes like what I'm afraid when there are bigger, like on the level of like the right wing or the far right wing is winning in Europe or in the United States. I'm always concentrating on the effect of that on the grassroots level. Like I'm afraid from that more than like that. This is not just like someone coming for 4 years and leaving. If this, or even in other countries, maybe 6 in Europe or something. But no, like just the problem that like. On grass, imagine like amazing city like Athens. I don't know the context. I think some people published photos, which is they are not most probably. I don't know they are from Athens or not. Like we are also a community having diverse people. I don't know. Like when the protest happened, I wasn't there, but like just I saw photos about these people raising like Nazi flag.
Oh, dude, my friend he FaceTimed me, and he was like, dude, there are Nazis on State Street. And I was like, wait the fuck, what do you mean there are not? He's like, dude, and he flipped it around, and there were just Nazi flags waving right on the corner of Donwood. And I heard from people that were there that they followed them to cars, and they were getting in like North Carolina plate cars and Florida plate cars. And
it wasn't Ohio.
So like... So explain that. Like,
but imagine,
is that propped up? Like, I've never met a Nazi in Athens.
But even if like there is a group which they are
They're sending people out from North Carolina. Like, that's a problem.
You did a huge of effort. You did a huge of effort. It's a dedication. Like,
it is.
even
I
if
agree. I agree.
Like, you burned a lot of gas and spent a lot of money and did a huge effort to do this. And like, as a person who is not like American, like, just like, okay, like, historically
Complete
this
observer,
country, this country is famous to be the country which fight Nazi. So like, it's the images is crazy, and so again, like, there is an influence of the power of culture and politics. The culture and politics makes us like away from each other or closer to each other, make us afraid from each other or want to cooperate with each other. Like, if I was lucky, to be honest, to pass through like to my readings and the people I met, and I traveled a lot, and maybe my job as a journalist, and I was working in an international news organization, so I was working in an office having people from everywhere in the world, like the journalist in Cairo I worked with. And this helped me to feel like I want to be in contact with everyone. I don't feel like there need to be like the beliefs of anyone could be a barrier for me to know them. Unless they decided to they decided to be Nazis. I will not be able to deal with that. I'll not deal. And I think the problem is with them, not with me, because, okay, they are by nature, will not accept me. So that's these people, I don't know what is the context like that make person do this, but like, sure, I look to them as maybe like, you are not lucky enough. I'm sympathizing with you are not lucky enough to read enough and to meet people enough.
That's a graceful perspective, to not just be like, they're dumb idiots. I feel like you're giving them as much agency as possible. For sure. I mean, I get what you're saying.
I believe like the progressive people believing in human rights, believing in equality, we need to work like that. We need to. They were young people. I think they are younger than me. We need to
Nazi people.
Someone took a close shot for the photo. They were wearing masks, and there are a lot of. I was, by the way, my master's in Ohio is my second master's. I did a master's before in Germany.
That's cool. So that's why you're trying to learn German?
What?
That's why you were
learning German. And I saw I know how the German also. And I was in a small city. Its name is Ilmenau in Germany. It's also but I was there during COVID. I didn't know the people as much as Athens.
Yeah.
And also maybe I don't know. In general, I was also, there was a racist thing happened in a city like Erfurt, which is the capital city, like Columbus for us, and I went to take photos in this to support this refugee which was beaten by racist, it was a discrimination case, clear discrimination case, and it was filmed, and the people was angry, and it was starting to be allowed to do protests. So they protested in this town, and sadly there was a right-wing radical, quote-unquote Nazi, also people masked, and this, okay, no, we need to I think the progressive movement and the people believing in human rights need to see these young people as people, at least we need to be sure that they get enough knowledge and enough education. Sure, I believe, educated person, having wider knowledge, having a more wider perspective to the world, will not be a Nazi and will not be a radical Islamist and will not be radical anything. If you have a wider vision of the world. So that why some people did that, and why some people will maybe do worse things, sadly. The education, because the education, I'm sorry, we need to do more effort in education, make the education more accessible. And if there is accessibility for education, I think there will be no radical ideas, and or at least less radical ideas. You cannot eliminate 100% an idea, but like it will be less. It will be way more less. And yeah, this is the solution. I don't know. I don't have like a magical treatment for our problems in the world, because it's even, by the way, the similarity, like just we feel radical extremists in the Middle East and like in Egypt where I come from, and there is radical extremism in Germany and the United States. There are a lot of similar, and I believe the root is the same, like
lack of education.
Lack of education, and okay, governments are taking from the budget of education. Okay, if you take off the budget of the education, okay, to put it in the budget of the making more jails and buying more weapons. Okay, if you, this is bad, the decision of the community. We need to take the part to try as much as possible to take. I'm sorry to be political, but no, like
man. I think it's palatable. Is that the right word? Like I don't think that you're like I mean I think you're just talking about what you believe.
If we spend more on education, like just like give more from the budget to the education, then we will find the community which spend more in education will find itself gradually don't need to buy more weapons or build more jails. But like just it's the choice of the community. Like and the problem I'm sad to say that like between here and between there, like it's not in our hands totally. Like just decision making is a very complicated process. This is the most diplomatic way I can say it.
Yeah, for sure.
So no one in Egypt is angry and no one in the United States is angry too.
That's fine.
Yeah. Let's go back to Athens. Like what's?
Well, so then how can they support Athens Ends? Because I saw this thing like you were up at like Big Run Kava Bar and you had like kind of a little standout with I think some of this stuff that you might have even brought. So like you do sell things as well.
Yeah. I will try to find ways. There is buy me a cup of coffee, but it's not working that much. I'm fine thinking about Patreon or something, or put my PayPal or something. But yeah, I try to cooperate with other local news organization in Athens. Sadly, this wasn't successful, and I think my next step is to open it up for people to support and to buy some of the prints of the photos. I will try to make it available. Also, I'm a photographer. If you feel like just you want me to take photos for anything, I will be happy to do that. What else? Sadly, again, if Athens Lens became my startup, which can make me pay my bills, I can work on that. Maybe I didn't push that earlier, but I will try to do that. Start in doing that more stronger to start to try sell photos and to try ask for support as a media place, doing media service, but to buy better equipment, to do more services. Maybe I do more videos and more stuff, but sadly, like till this day, from the day it starts till this day, maybe I don't know how many photo stories, more than 500 or something. It's not commercial at all. I didn't make any money out of it. It's just something I did it as a student when I started here as a student to let me know more the community. And I'm happy with it, even if it succeeds financially on a financial level or project. I'm happy with it. If it is not, if it didn't work, that's fine. The photos are there. It will stay. Hopefully, there. I wish it will be part of the university archive maybe one day.
Certainly a part of the Mount Zion.
Or Mount Zion, The photos of Mount Zion is taught already with Mount Zion Black Culture Center. Hopefully, part of it will be already. There was, but it's removed now because of the renovation. They printed some photos and put it on the plate, having the name of the church. But hopefully, these photos will be part from the Black Culture Center. and will be part of the archive, which will be there. I made this part of these photos are under Creative Commons because I created the. If you write Mount Zion Baptist Church, Athens, Ohio, there is a Wikipedia page for Mount Zion Baptist Church history. On Wikipedia, having some of these photos, I created this Wikipedia page.
Nice.
And when photos are published on Wikipedia, it's under Creative Commons. So any researcher, anyone want to print it and use it, especially the photos which are on Wikipedia, it's for free.
Yeah, awesome.
Just mention that someone took the photos. Yeah. So I'm trying to monitor, like to make it bring me money.
Yeah.
And if anyone have ideas, listen to us to how to
do that. Yeah.
How to do that. I will be so happy. Again, selling the photos, I sell the prints. I can do photography for any special event or something or special place, and get money for that. I think that's fine. I do it for free. I can do it for free too. Also, like there is difference between two things, between commercial place and non-profit place. And sometimes I do even commercial places for free, but like because local business, small local business support is something good. But but yes, I need in a moment. I need money.
Yeah.
I hope Athens Lands help me to be able to stay here. I'll be happy to stay here. I think Athens is an amazing place. And again, while staying here, I'm developing and I'm doing new things. And it's very safe, nice place to be. But yeah, I was thinking about buying a drone, and I took the course to have a license. And I was thinking about taking videos with drones and put it on Athens Lens, but
That would
still
be crazy.
this
Yeah,
is
that'd be cool.
the step. This is the next step if I stayed here. To be honest, I don't have a clear idea how to make money. Maybe because it stayed for a long time, like just very like something that a hobby or something with the sense of a hobby or sense of something I love, and like just I feel like okay, my friend is doing this campaign. Like Dave he is doing the event every day, every year, walk, roll, and talk. I think this is the event of to show that some places in the town is not accessible. Now, like some people organizing events are already friends or having like I feel like toward them that they are friends or I need to be with them like just to take the photos. So yeah. So this is the feeling about it. But sadly, like if it is supported, it will stay more. If it is not supported, I will need to leave, and then I will do a sad post at the end saying goodbye to Athens, or see you soon, maybe. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, like if it is, if I will stay here for longer time, or if I will say see you soon. Already what is done is I'm proud and happy with it.
Yeah.
I'm happy with all the people I know. I'm happy with all the experiences I passed through. I'm feeling a lot of love and attitude and appreciation to the people and from the people. And I wish also like I wish this whole experience to be available for the newcomer international students to see it, so they get like little bit glimpse about what they might find in Athens.
Yeah.
And we need also to be fine with that. Some people will come to amazing Athens and will see it as a quiet place to study, which is nice, not bad.
Nothing
and some
wrong with
people
that.
and some people will come to Athens and will say, yeah, no, we'll be happy to dive deeply in the town and go deep in the city and in the layers of the city and in the complicity of the city and with the problems and the challenges of the city. I like to do that, but not everyone will like to do that. I'm sure a lot of other people will like to do that too, will join the club. So yeah.
That's wicked, man. I wish you the best of luck. I really appreciate your time coming on today,
Thank you
sharing
so
some
much.
of your story. I mean, I think you had some incredible perspective. Yeah.
I think you're doing amazing thing. Like
Thank you.
I thank you so much. I any opportunity to document Athens Lens is about documentation. So, but documentation is having like maybe there are things now the people will know. I wasn't able to pass it through the medium of photography, and now we're passing it through the medium of podcast and voice. And yeah, I told you like I hope the next step you will have video, but like also there is a feel of I don't know how to say it, intimacy or something, or warmth with like just feeling the old days of radio and just speaking and like just with and not the tension that I'm also being filmed. I'm just trying to pass all my feelings and everything through just my sound. So,
Well, recurring invite anytime. Like if you like shoot an awesome event and you want to come talk about it, or you have an event coming up that you want to spread awareness for, something cool happens with Mount Zion and you want to come talk about it, like recurring invite, man. You know how to get a hold of me.
Well, take your contact, and I believe like I have a lot of people I wish they sit here. Like I can even like I want like maybe say name like Tom O'Grady. I hope you meet him. Dr. T. Ford, my professor. She's not the professor in OU, by the way. She's professor in West Virginia. But like because she's in the Mount Zion, she was member in my committee. Like in the committee for my capstone graduation project for my master's. Dr. Soumya Pant is an amazing person too. She's the director of the Communication Development Studies program. So a lot of people, Professor Brian Plow, like a lot of people from the university and from outside the university, from the Tim Traxler. Tim Traxler is the person who did the campaign of Save the Ridges. If you go in some shops, you will find a T-shirt which is sold with like, I don't know, $20 something. Big part of this T-shirt is go to fund like the awareness about the ridges and protecting the ridges. He's just a member of the community. He's not related to the university. So yeah, Athens is having a lot of amazing people. And thank you for doing what you do. I think this audio also need to be part of the archive of the town and will be hopefully helpful for people coming after us. Which want to do research or want to learn about this amazing place from the world. Yeah. Thank you.
Ahmed, thank you.
Thank you so much.